I know you haven't seen me. I've been sick out of my mind. I didn't have a voice. I didn't have any energy. I was donezo for the whole week, you guys. So you haven't seen me. You didn't see anything that I was supposed to post this week. And actually, me being sick inspired this video that I'm doing here today. Now, we've all been there. You all are going to always be there or have a time when you will go through the same exact thing. And I'm talking about those times when you're just sick, tired, you're going back to either work, school, whatever it is that you do, and or just in everyday life, and you want to not look so sick. First thing that I got is my concealer palette. You guys have seen this a couple times now. This is my MAC Pro Concealer palette. You can use any concealer that you usually use, either for your contour, your highlight underneath your eyes, your eyebrows. That's the concealer you want. Just pick whatever concealer you like that is lighter, a shade lighter than your complexion, or even your actual complexion for this particular project that we're doing. So concealer is a must. Whatever brow gel or anything that you use to fill in your brows, you're gonna need that. You're gonna need some gel liner. I'm using my e.l.f. gel liner. Sorry if you can't see the names on those things. I will put everything that I'm using in the description box below for you guys to look at and see full-blown in order how I'm using them. I am using my mascara, my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but you can use whatever mascara you like. That is one thing that you will need. Based on how I use these things, you may or may not need some type of skin finish, some type of setting powder, some type of setting powder. You may need that. And then I have these brushes here. Now, you don't need all these brushes, but these are the only brushes that I'm going to be using. I particularly have, of course, whatever brush I'm going to use for my brows. And this is also another brush that I use for my brows. My concealer brush, I need that, just a little one for my eyebrows. And then I use, and this is my preference, this paintbrush here for my liner. It is my secret weapon. Love this brush. I will show you why it's my secret weapon. Okay, so those are the items that I'm using. I usually start this thing out with your regular routine. Make sure you wash your face. Make sure you use your moisturizer. Whatever your choice, whatever you decide to use it. Make sure your face looks nice and moisturized and it's not dry. That's number one, to not looking like a zombie. Number two, just like I said, you want to focus in on this area of your face. If you don't do anything else with your face, this is all you need. So the first thing that I do is go for my brows. I usually take my brow brush them in place, and depending on how I'm feeling or how much time I have, I may or may not be able to fill in my brows. If I'm not feeling it, if I'm not in the mood to fill in my brows, if you're not in the mood to fill in your brows, what you can do is very simple. You don't have to fill in your brows that particular day and have them look flawless. But if you do have the time to fill in your brows and that's all you have the time to do, I'm telling you that one step will make you look awake already and just different. So take the time, if you do have the time to do that, take the time and fill in your brows, do your brows. That's one major key. So in this particular finish, I'm not going to do my brows. I'm just going to show you how going ahead and with just some concealer underneath my brows will automatically make me look a lot more awake. But sometimes what I do is go ahead back in with that same color, whatever that color is that I put under my eye, under my eyebrow, and I take a dab of it and I go ahead and dab it right onto my eyelid. My next step is to go ahead and grab my paintbrush. Now I like my paintbrush. You can choose whatever winged liner or whatever brush you use to put on your liner. Guys, whatever your choice is, make sure that you have some type of liner going through at least your top lid. Your bottom lid is by preference. I don't necessarily always do my bottom lid. My top lid, I definitely always do, because I want to really enhance this line and my lashes to make them look fuller. That's very important. I told you, this area here is what's going to make you look more awake, make you look more vibrant, make you look like you are, you know, less zombie-ish. So naturally, you have a shade that's different right in here that causes for you to have like definition within your eye line. So this crease line right here is naturally a different shade for most people anyway. For me, I have a natural different shade there. It's kind of, if you really look, it's kind of pinkish, brown in this part, and it's already like a little bit lighter, darker sometimes up here or darker down here, but naturally in the middle here there's a shade that's there. So once you've highlighted underneath your eyebrow and then you kind of just cleared out and blended out this bottom part here, your actual lid, this is just, it doesn't need anything. It's pretty much already, you know, set to look as if you have some type of definition here, to create some type of definition here. So I've already taken into that, and most times I feel like I don't need to add anything else there. I just need to focus on here and getting it quick. So especially when I'm in a hurry, I'm just trying to keep it moving, I'm not feeling well or I'm tired and I just want to enhance my natural. One thing that I do need to do with my lashes, they're there but they're kind of non-existent. So you always want to make your lashes pop out and look fuller and bigger. It gives you this doll baby effect that's just, and it's feminine to have your lashes. So having your lashes pop out is just, it's like the ultimate judge to your look. I personally take the same brow brush that I use and just kind of brush my lashes up a little bit. Kind of brush them up just to kind of wake them up, get them all out and ready to receive this mascara goodness. Yeah, because they be hiding. See, once I pull this up, they come out. Other things that you can do if you have time and you feel like it are going in with this concealer. Whatever concealer that you use underneath your eyebrow, take a little bit of it in your pinky or your ring finger, dab it underneath your eye. For people who have like dark eye circles and all that. But really what I would suggest is using the concealer that's closer to your complexion for this, only because you're not really planning on doing a full face of makeup. So highlighting it with, like, you know, what you would usually highlight it with if you were doing like your full face and you highlight under and then you set it and all that stuff, might be a little much for the daytime if you can't really, you know, get into your zhuzh how you usually do. So what I would recommend is just using a concealer that's just a little bit closer to your complexion, just to fade out underneath your eye. And just for the time being, to just make it look a little more neutral. Now I particularly used a lighter, I went ahead and used that lighter tone for this, but it's your preference, whatever you choose to do. But once you do this, you have to make sure that you go in with some type of setting powder. And that's why I said you might not want to use like the highlighter type of concealer look. You might just want to make this look a little bit lighter under here for the time being and keep it moving. Skin finish, and also dab it underneath my eyes. So whether or not I have a brush, sometimes I will just use my hands and just keep it moving. So depending on how much time I have, sometimes I'll just Hey honey, get it in. Get it right under here. Yes, ma'am. That much. The whole purpose is to use as less as possible to look naturally you, just a little enhanced. You can use your lip balm. Make sure your lips are nice and moisturized. If you like this video, please comment and let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know what you didn't like about it. But thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. I am so glad you guys have come back, even though I haven't been around for the whole week. And I will see you guys later. Stay royal.